On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
Great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Mum.
A British term for mom or mother, adjective, failing to speak or communicate when expected to do so.
Examples:
Mum's cooking. Keep mum. My mum always knew how to comfort me when I was feeling down.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Atheist.
A person who does not believe in the existence of a god or gods.
Examples:
Atheist community. Professed atheist. She was an atheist and did not believe in any form of religion.
Socialist.
Relating to or supporting socialism equals the idea that the wealth and resources of a society should be shared among all members rather than being concentrated in the hands of a small group of individuals or corporations.
Examples:
Socialist regime. Socialist ideology. He is a progressive socialist and believes in the equal distribution of wealth.
Liberal.
Willing to respect or allow many different types of beliefs or behavior, open-minded.
Examples:
A liberal arts college. Under liberal conditions. He is liberal in his thoughts.
Occasional.
Happening or appearing at irregular intervals, not constant or regular.
Examples:
Occasional visitor. Occasional assistance. She only visited her grandparents on occasional weekends.
Mechanics.
The branch of physics that deals with the study of motion, forces, and energy. Mechanic, someone whose occupation is repairing and maintaining automobiles.
Examples:
Mechanic's equation. Mechanics of the game. He studied mechanics in college and now works as an engineer.
Profoundly.
To a great or complete degree, deeply.
Examples:
Profoundly insightful. Sleep profoundly. The novel affected her profoundly, causing her to question her beliefs and values.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Refusal.
The act of showing or saying that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Meet with a refusal. Refusal of inspection. She gave a firm refusal.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples:
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Cheer.
To give a loud shout to show support, praise, or approval.
Examples:
Cheer for the home team. Cheer me up. Supporters in the stands cheered at every goal.
Apprehend.
To arrest or capture a person suspected of a crime, to understand or perceive something, to feel anxious or fearful about something happening in the future.
Examples:
Apprehend the meaning. Apprehend a criminal. The police were able to apprehend the suspect after a high-speed chase.
Substantial.
Fairly large in size, value, or importance.
Examples:
A substantial amount of capital. Have a substantial meal. The pandemic was a substantial business opportunity for certain companies.
Importance.
The quality of being important and worthy of note.
Examples:
A man of importance. High importance. I stopped by the branch though I have no business of importance.
Rage.
A strong feeling of anger or violence.
Examples:
Uncontrollable rage. Fall into a rage. She was filled with a burning rage at the injustice she had witnessed.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Ethnic.
Relating or belonging to a group of people who share a cultural tradition.
Examples:
Ethnic minority. Single ethnic group. Each ethnic group has its unique rituals.
Dispute.
A disagreement, argument, or controversy between two people, groups, or countries, especially a formal one.
Examples:
A legal dispute over the title. Dispute settlement. The dispute over the ownership of the land has been ongoing for years.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Myth.
An ancient story or set of stories accepted as history, especially explaining the worldview of a people.
Examples:
The myth of an old religion. Perpetuate a myth. With the financial bubble bursting, the myth of economic growth in investment banking collapsed.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Primordial.
Existing from the beginning of time or the start of a particular process, relating to the earliest stage of the universe.
Examples:
primordial forms of life, primordial gas. The discovery of the primordial soup was a crucial step in understanding the origins of life on Earth.
Eve.
Also as Eve, the day or period of time immediately preceding a particular event, the biblical figure who was the first woman and wife of Adam, according to the Jewish and Christian faiths.
Examples:
Eve of the party, Christmas Eve. The eve of the wedding was filled with excitement and anticipation.
Supremacy.
The state, condition, or position of being superior to all others in authority, power, or status.
Examples:
a race for supremacy, supremacy of a country. The empire's military power ensured its supremacy over the neighboring states.
Caste.
A social class or group, typically determined by birth or occupation, that has a particular status in a society.
Examples:
military caste, caste-based discrimination. He was born into a lower caste and faced discrimination throughout his life.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
gender-blind policies, dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Vitality.
The state of being strong and active, energy.
Examples:
vitality of youth, the vitality of the company. The new gym membership has improved his vitality and overall health.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Glory.
Great honor or success won by notable achievements.
Examples:
greatest glory, former glory. It is preferable to die in glory than to live in dishonor.
Empire.
A group of countries ruled by one leader or government.
Examples:
empire building, empire of the Maya. He has built a thriving e-commerce empire.
Deity.
A divine being or god worshipped and revered by people in a particular religion or culture.
Examples:
existence of a deity, deity of commerce. The ancient Egyptians believed that the sun deity Ra was the most powerful god.
Fuzzy.
Having a soft and indistinct outline or covered with fine, soft, and hair-like fibers.
Examples:
Fuzzy logic. Fuzzy memory. The picture was fuzzy because it was taken with an old camera.
Misery.
A state of ill-being due to affliction or misfortune.
Examples:
Live in misery. Untold misery. Our company suffered misery from incurring a heavy loss.
Dare.
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Reject.
To refuse to accept, consider, or use something or someone.
Examples:
Reject the proposal. Reject all imperfect merchandise. The company rejected the job candidate's application due to a lack of experience.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Tribe.
A social group made up of members who live together, sharing the same language, culture, religion, etc., especially those who do not live in towns or cities.
Examples:
Aboriginal tribe. Mountain tribe. The tribe had distinctly defined gender roles.
Radical.
Relating to the essential aspects of anything, far beyond the norm, mainly used of opinions and actions.
Examples:
A radical flaw in the plan. A radical cure. The government established by the coup was more radical than before.
Expose.
To show something by uncovering it, to make something accessible to some action or influence.
Examples.
Expose a crime. Expose a person to risks. That newspaper exposed a political scandal in a big way.
Mystification.
The act or process of making something difficult to understand or explain, often to deceive or manipulate.
Examples.
Mystification of the public. Mystification of the subject. The magician's tricks were a source of mystification for the audience.
Disguise.
To hide or alter someone's appearance to deceive or mislead others.
Examples.
Disguise my feelings. Disguise his voice. Later, it turned out that the politician disguised the fact from the public.
Rapacious.
Aggressively greedy or grasping, often about money or resources, devouring or predacious in nature.
Examples.
Rapacious appetite. Rapacious behavior. The rapacious CEO made millions while exploiting his workers.
Exploitation.
The process of making some area of land or water more profitable or productive or useful.
Examples.
Sexual exploitation. The exploitation of fossil resources. Strategic exploitation of cutting-edge technology would be a sure formula for success.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples.
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Oppress.
To treat people in a cruel and authoritarian way, especially by denying them the same freedoms, rights, etc. as other people.
Examples.
Oppress the minority. Oppress the people with force. Historically, many countries have often oppressed certain religions to gain the support of the majority of the population.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples.
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Accelerate.
To make something faster or earlier, to cause to develop or progress more quickly.
Examples.
Accelerate a chemical reaction. Accelerate the car. The government tried to accelerate the commercialization of this development.
Inequality.
The unfairness of a society in which some people have more opportunity, money, etc. than others. Mathematics, relation between two values when they are different.
Examples.
Inequality in salary. Algebraic inequality. There are several causes of economic inequality within societies.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples.
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Permanent.
Lasting for a long time without essential change.
Examples.
Literature of permanent value. Permanent life insurance. She is searching for a permanent residence.
Condense.
To reduce the volume or size of something, often by removing water or other liquid, to make something shorter, more concise, or more concentrated.
Examples.
Condense the text. Condense water vapor. I need to condense all of my notes into a manageable summary for my presentation.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples.
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples.
Severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people, anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples.
Stuff of science fiction. Non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Absurd.
Ridiculously silly, unreasonable, or illogical.
Examples.
Absurd storyline. An absurd amount of money. We immediately rejected his absurd suggestion.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples.
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples.
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples.
Directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Unequal.
Different in amount, size, degree, or value, not fair.
Examples:
Unequal distribution, unequal opportunity. The income inequality in the country is becoming increasingly unequal.
Nazi.
A member or supporter of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, which controlled Germany from 1933 to 1945 and carried out a genocidal campaign against Jews and other marginalized groups. Someone who subscribes to similar racist or authoritarian beliefs.
Examples:
Nazi regime, neo-Nazi movement. The Nazi Party was responsible for atrocities committed during World War II.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences, an expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat, environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Frequent.
Happening constantly.
Examples:
Frequent absence. Frequent use. His heartaches are less frequent now.
Racist.
Characterized by or showing discrimination or prejudice against people of other races. Noun, a person with a prejudiced belief that one racial group is superior to others.
Examples:
Far-right racist. Racist attitudes. The racist comments made by the politician caused widespread condemnation.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Leaflet.
A small, thin piece of paper or other material, often used for advertising or informational purposes, a small branch or part of a leaf.
Examples:
Information leaflet. Political leaflet. The environmental group handed out leaflets to raise awareness of the dangers of deforestation.
Candidate.
A person who is seeking or being considered for some kind of position, title, honor, or award, a job applicant.
Examples:
Candidate selection. PhD candidate. The candidate's platform focused on healthcare reform and reducing income inequality.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Shave.
To remove body hair with a razor, to cut the price of something.
Examples:
Shave my head. Shave cheese. That supermarket tried to shave certain costs by saving electricity.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Placard.
A sign or poster, usually large, used to advertise or promote something, to convey information, or to make a public announcement.
Examples:
Placard campaign. Warning placard. The protesters held a placard with their political message.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Gentle.
Having or showing a kindly or tender nature, soft and mild.
Examples:
In a gentle voice. Gentle downward slope. Her gentle manner relaxed everyone there.
Fascist.
Relating to or supporting fascism, which is a political ideology that emphasizes authoritarian government, nationalism, and suppression of political opposition and individual liberties.
Examples:
Fascist propaganda. Fascist policies. The regime was accused of being fascist for their oppressive tactics.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically, noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Opera.
A drama set to music, in which the words are sung rather than spoken.
Examples:
Ballad opera. Opera performance. She loves going to the opera house and hearing the beautiful music.
Invasion.
Armies act of forcibly entering another country or territory to take control of it.
Examples:
The Turkish invasion. Home invasion. An invasion would most probably result in a political catastrophe.
Scout.
A person or group sent out to obtain information, gather intelligence, or make observations, typically in a military context. A person or group sent out to explore or prospect for new opportunities, resources, or locations.
Examples:
Boy Scout, Scout Troop. The company sent a scout to explore new business opportunities in the overseas market.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples:
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law.
Underground.
Under the surface of the ground, a secret group organized to achieve a specific purpose, such as overthrowing the government or occupying a force.
Examples:
Water flowing underground. Underground activist. Having underground parking has been very beneficial throughout the winter.
Plot.
A secret plan or scheme to achieve a specific goal, the plan or main story of a literary work. Verb, to plan secretly, usually something illegal.
Examples:
Plot line. Plot a surprise attack. The plot of the novel centers around a group of friends who uncover a conspiracy to control the world's water supply.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples:
Arrest the thief. Arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Recreate.
To make something that existed previously happen or appear to exist again.
Examples:
Recreate a single country. Recreate the feeling of the 1920s. She recreated the atmosphere of the pre-war age with her stage setting.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Transnational.
Relating to or involving activities, organizations, or individuals that cross national boundaries or operate in multiple countries, having a presence or influence in multiple countries or regions.
Examples:
Transnational migration. Transnational crime. The company operates as a transnational corporation with offices and operations in multiple countries.
Spokesperson.
A person who represents or speaks on behalf of an organization, group, or individual to the media or the public.
Examples:
Company spokesperson. Official spokesperson. The celebrity spokesperson made an appearance at the product launch event.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history, Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Catholic.
Universal and including many different types of things, related to or associated with the part of the Christian Church that has the Pope as its leader.
Examples:
Catholic in his tastes. The Catholic Church. Sociologists are now interested in Catholic world peace.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Jihad.
A concept in Islam referring to a struggle or effort, often internal, to uphold or defend the faith, which can be interpreted in different ways, including as a spiritual or political struggle.
Examples:
Jihad of knowledge. Nonviolent jihad. Many scholars argue that the true meaning of jihad is to strive for personal betterment and to defend justice and peace.
Comprehensive.
Complete and including all or everything necessary.
Examples:
A comprehensive explanation. Conduct a comprehensive survey. We have a comprehensive grasp of this topic.
Essence.
The basic or most important part or quality of something that makes it what it is.
Examples:
Vanilla essence. Universal essence. University teaches the art of understanding the essence of the matter.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Profane.
Showing disrespect towards what is considered sacred or holy, relating to secular or non-religious matters, vulgar or obscene in language or behavior.
Examples:
Profane gesture. Profane jokes. The profane language in the movie made it unsuitable for children.
Impure.
Mixed with other substances or foreign matter, of persons or behaviors, immoral or obscene, especially in sexual matters.
Examples:
Impure water. Impure thoughts. In some religions, pork is deemed impure.
Blasphemy.
Action, attitude, or language that is offensive or shows a lack of respect for sacred character or religion.
Examples:
commit blasphemy, blasphemy against the law. It is blasphemy to say such a thing.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
a prodigious vision, telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Fantasy.
A fiction with a large amount of imagination in it, a pleasant situation that you imagine, but that is unlikely to happen.
Examples:
fantasy novel. Confuse fantasy with reality. Composition by artificial intelligence is no longer a fantasy.
Cosmic.
Relating to the universe or cosmos, vast or limitless.
Examples:
second cosmic velocity, cosmic background radiation. Cosmic rays are high-energy particles that originate from outside the solar system.
Apocalyptic.
Describing severe damage and destruction in past or future events, or the end of the world.
Examples:
apocalyptic event. Have apocalyptic overtones. The apocalyptic landscape of burnt-out villages and bombed-out ruins spread out before them.
Discard.
To throw something away or get rid of something that you no longer wanted or need.
Examples:
discard old beliefs. Discard the downloaded data. He discarded the old torn shirt and bought a new one.
Authentic.
Known to be real and what people say it is, not a fake or copy.
Examples:
an authentic signature. The sets were meticulously authentic. The stages of the play were meticulously authentic.
Forgery.
The act of creating a fake or false document, object, or currency to deceive or defraud others, the item that has been created in such a way.
Examples:
forgery scam. Passport forgery. The art museum was forced to close down temporarily due to concerns over forgery in their collection.
Envision.
To imagine or expect what a situation will be like in the future.
Examples:
envision the future. Envision the project's success. We cannot envision her as president.
Appalling.
Causing horror or shock, deeply disturbing or offensive, extremely bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
appalling crimes. Appalling behavior. The condition of that old house was appalling.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
victim support, victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
destroy the ecosystem, destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
institutionalize a system, institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Mosque.
A Muslim place of worship that usually has a minaret equals slender tower with balconies.
Examples:
domed mosque, the sacred mosque. Jumeirah Mosque is one of the most beautiful buildings in the United Arab Emirates.
Shrine.
A place considered holy because of its association with a deity or a sacred person or relic, or because it is a place of pilgrimage or worship.
Examples:
shrine temple, religious shrine. The holy shrine to the local saint was a popular place for pilgrims to visit.
Preach.
To deliver a religious or moral message to an audience.
Examples:
preach the gospel, preach to the masses. The pastor preached about the importance of forgiveness.
Pun.
A humorous play on words or use of words that sound similar but have different meanings, often for a comedic effect, a form of wordplay.
Examples:
witty pun, silly pun. The comedian's pun had the audience laughing out loud.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples:
internal organs, the internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
Dictate.
To state or give order with total authority, to say or read aloud for somebody else to write down or to be recorded.
Examples:
dictate a letter to secretary, dictate to the associate. The Allies dictated the terms of surrender to the country.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
relation between cause and effect, relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Pray. To
make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Obliterate.
To wipe out, destroy, or conceal all signs of something utterly, to remove completely from recognition or memory.
Examples:
Obliterate all traces. Obliterate data. The accident at that nuclear power plant obliterated the local ecosystem.
Nevertheless.
In spite of that, yet.
Examples:
Keep working nevertheless. Nevertheless, she persevered. She was tired and hungry, but nevertheless, she persevered.
Certainty.
The state of being certain.
Examples:
Scientific certainty. Reach certainty about the theory. Through investigation, his suspicions hardened into certainty.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Lethal.
Causing or capable of causing death, extremely dangerous.
Examples:
Lethal injection. Lethal weapon. Malignant hypertension is the most lethal form of hypertension.
Fundamentalist.
A person who adheres strictly to the basic principles of any subject or discipline.
Examples:
Fundamentalist church. Political fundamentalist. He is a religious fundamentalist and strictly adheres to the teachings of his faith.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Rally.
A public meeting of a group of people intended to arouse enthusiasm.
Examples:
Rally in front of the embassy. The preliminary rally. There was a massive police presence at the anti-government rally.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Murder.
The crime of killing somebody intentionally.
Examples:
Murder in the second degree. Attempted murder. This intriguing murder mystery remains unsolved.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Statue.
A sculpture of a person or animal, typically made of stone or metal, that is intended to represent the subject in a lifelike or symbolic way.
Examples:
A beautiful statue. The ancient Egyptian statues. The statue of the famous hero stood proudly in the town square.
Large scale.
Involving many people or things, and involving a lot of change or activity.
Examples:
Large-scale project. Large-scale agriculture. The company is planning to make a large-scale expansion of its factory.
Ban.
To officially or legally forbid or refuse to allow something.
Examples:
Ban gender-related job discrimination. Ban any type of cloning. We should ban mildly violent video games from a child's development perspective.
Romantic.
Of or relating to love or a sexual relationship.
Examples:
Romantic movies. Romantic breakup. It was his first romantic love.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Cartoon.
A simple drawing depicting a humorous or critical situation, often accompanied by a caption.
Examples:
Cartoon character. Cartoon industry. He spent his afternoon watching cartoon movies on TV.
Timeless.
Not seeming to be altered by the passage of time or changes in fashion.
Examples:
Timeless masterpiece. Timeless topic. There is a timeless aspect to his greatest work.
Oddly.
In a way that is unexpected, strange, or peculiar.
Examples:
Behave oddly. Oddly familiar. He walked into the party with an oddly dressed companion, causing everyone to stare.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Uniform.
Always the same, showing a single form or character in all occurrences. Noun, the special set of clothes worn by members of a particular group as a means of identification.
Examples:
At a uniform temperature. Our school uniform. This country has a nationally uniform culture.
Manufacture.
To make goods in large numbers, usually in a factory using machines.
Examples:
Manufacture an enzyme. Manufacture a product. The majority of synthetic vitamins are manufactured from oil.
Pristine.
New and completely free from dirt or contamination.
Examples:
Pristine beach. Maintain the pristine condition. It is terrific to camp in pristine nature.
Conviction.
A strong belief or opinion, especially one that is based on principles or evidence, criminal law, a final judgment of guilty in a criminal case, and the punishment that is imposed.
Examples:
Moral conviction. Conviction for murder. She spoke with conviction about the importance of education.
Property.
A thing or things that belong to someone.
Examples:
A man of property. Chemical property. He stood to inherit $1 million property.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Impermanent.
Not lasting or enduring, temporary, transitory, or fleeting.
Examples:
Impermanent tattoo. Impermanent hair color. The impermanent nature of life should remind us to cherish every moment.
Messy.
Disorganized and untidy.
Examples:
Messy data. Messy handling. His messy bedroom is always a source of frustration for his mother.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Criticism.
The act of analyzing, evaluating, or judging something, especially literary or artistic work, to find fault with it or to offer suggestions for improvement, the expression of disapproval or censure.
Examples:
Criticism from the public. Harsh criticism. Constructive criticism is always helpful to help improving one's work.
Expansive.
Large or wide in extent or scope, friendly and open and willing to talk.
Examples:
With an expansive spirit. Expansive ocean views. The company has an expansive network of offices and locations around the world.
Aspire.
To have an ambition or a desire to achieve something, typically something high or great.
Examples:
Aspire to greatness. Aspire after perfection. She aspired to become a successful businesswoman.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
Church bell. Small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
Similarly situated. Have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Offensive.
Rude in a way that causes someone to feel anger, annoyance, or resentment, for the purpose of attack rather than defense.
Examples:
Assume the offensive. An offensive smell. His offensive philosophy in business led to many hostile takeovers.
Offend.
To cause someone to feel upset, angry, or annoyed.
Examples:
Offend his sensibilities. Offend a customer. His rude comments offended many people at the party.
Genuine.
Real and exactly, not pretended, sincerely felt or expressed.
Examples:
A genuine article. Show genuine regret. Is this painting genuine or forged?
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Nationalist.
Relating to or supporting a political ideology that emphasizes a strong sense of national identity and devotion to one's own country.
Examples:
Nationalist sentiment. Nationalist revolt. The nationalist rally attracted thousands of supporters.
Racism.
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people based on their membership in a particular ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Examples:
Systemic racism. Research on anti-racism. The school's lack of diversity was a clear indication of the racism present in the community.
Puzzled.
Confused or uncertain because you do not understand something.
Examples:
Puzzled expression. Puzzled by the question. She was puzzled by the strange behavior of her cat.
Pride.
A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's achievements.
Examples:
Pride of a company. Hide his pride. She took great pride in her work, always striving for perfection.
Accident.
An unfortunate event, especially one causing damage or injury.
Examples:
Cause an accident. Injury in a car accident. The accident partially destroyed my vehicle.
Cozy.
Comfortable and warm, giving a feeling of comfort, warmth, and relaxation.
Examples:
Have cozy relations. Cozy sound of rain. The fireplace made the room feel cozy and inviting.
Womb.
The organ of a woman or female mammal in which a baby develops before birth.
Examples:
Tumor of womb. Womb transplant. The fertilized egg implanted itself in the womb.
Superior.
Better, higher in quality, or more advanced than others.
Examples:
superior performance, provide superior customer service. The new smartphone model is superior to the previous version in terms of speed and features.
Firm.
Resolute or unwavering in decision-making or action, strong or secure in structure, make, or composition, reliable, trustworthy, or dependable. Noun, a business or company.
Examples:
firm grip, accounting firm. The firm deadline for submitting the project is tomorrow, so we need to work efficiently to finish on time.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
invade other tissues, invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Cable.
A set of wires covered by plastic or rubber that carries electricity, phone signals, etc. A solid thick rope made of twisted hemp or steel wire.
Examples:
cable television, coaxial cable. This system uses submarine cables to exchange information between continents.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples:
the span of a bird's wings, the average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
the creditor's claims, bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
High Street.
The main trading street of a town or city, typically lined with various shops, businesses, and commercial establishments. Adjective, of or relating to mainstream, commercially popular products, services, or fashion, which are usually available to the general public.
Examples:
high street brands, high street fashion. I always enjoy shopping at the high street stores in the city center.
Headquarter.
The central office or location from which a business or organization is managed.
Examples:
administrative headquarter, an emergency headquarter. The company decided to move its headquarters to New York City.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
create a brand logo, the brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Chip.
A small fragment of something broken off from the whole, a long and thin piece of potato fried in oil or fat.
Examples:
A chip of wood. I don't care a chip. We can use this campaign as a bargaining chip in the negotiations.
Venture.
A business project or activity that is risky or daring.
Examples:
Venture capital. A joint venture. The venture into the new market was risky, but it paid off.
Capitalism.
An economic system based on the private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit.
Examples:
Advance capitalism. Under the umbrella of capitalism. Capitalism also guarantees intellectual property rights and thus promotes innovation.
Creed.
A system of beliefs or principles.
Examples:
Political creed. Creed of faith. The creed of the organization emphasized hard work and dedication.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Union.
A group of employees who have banded together to advocate for their rights and better their working conditions. The act or the state of joining together or being joined together.
Examples:
Bank and credit unions. A craft union. The trade union remained adamant about its demands.
Jack.
A mechanical device used for lifting or supporting heavy objects.
Examples:
A jack of all trades. A line and jack. He used a jack to lift the car to change the tire.
Pants.
An item of clothing that covers the lower part of the body and each leg separately, typically with a waistband and two legs.
Examples:
Woolly pants. Pajama pants. I always wear pants when I go outside, even in the summer.
Laundry.
The act of washing clothes and linens, a room or area where clothes are washed and ironed.
Examples:
Send out the laundry. Laundry room. I need to do the laundry before I run out of clean clothes.
Regularly.
At regular intervals or times.
Examples:
Regularly arranged. Post regularly to a blog. This site regularly shares high-quality academic materials.
Polish.
A substance used to smooth or shine a surface, the act of smoothing or shining a surface.
Examples:
polish finishing, surface polish. I used a special polish to make my car's paint shine.
Ethnicity:
the cultural characteristics of a particular group, such as language, religion, and traditions, that distinguish them from other groups.
Examples:
ethnic diversity, based on their ethnicity. The city is home to people of many different ethnicities.
Ethical:
of or relating to principles about what is right and wrong, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these.
Examples:
an ethical doctrine, shoulder ethical responsibility. The president must have the highest ethical standards.
Dismal:
depressing or dreary, causing or showing unhappiness or despair.
Examples:
dismal failure, dismal performance. The weather was so dismal that we decided to stay indoors all day.
Monument:
a statue, building, or other structure erected to commemorate a person or event.
Examples:
humanities monument, monument honoring. The stone monument was built to commemorate the war heroes.
Heritage:
the culture and traditions that are passed down from previous generations.
Examples:
heritage site, historical heritage. The heritage of the city is reflected in its architecture.
Sacred:
connected with religion or religious purposes, worthy of respect or dedication because of a connection with a god.
Examples:
sacred music, the halo of a sacred image. This space is a private office sacred to the president.
Stake:
a share or financial investment in something such as a business, a wooden or metal post set up to mark something.
Examples:
execution by burning at a stake, by the company's stake. The stake of the company is too high nowadays.
Pound:
the standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound, thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Elite:
belonging to the wealthiest, most potent, best educated, or best trained group in a society.
Examples:
earn elite status, elite athlete. Very few educational elites go to Oxford or Cambridge.
Economy:
the system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale, economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Injustice.
A violation of the rights of others or the laws of a society.
Examples:
Gross injustice, injustice system. The injustice of the court's decision angered many people and led to protests.
Obscure.
Not well known to many people.
Examples:
Obscure answer, obscure artist. This information was primarily obscured in the first release.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe, around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Possess.
To have or own something, or to have as an attribute, knowledge, skill, etc.
Examples:
Possess a basic knowledge. Possess divine powers. He possesses a good sense of humor.
Hark.
To recall, to return, or to revert, especially to an earlier time, situation, or condition, to listen attentively, to pay close attention to something.
Examples:
Hark to the wind in the trees. Hark forward to a time of peace. The new smartphone's design harks back to the original model, which was much simpler and compact.
Stitch.
One of the tiny thread lines visible on a piece of fabric after it has been sewn.
Examples:
A stitch in a garment. Pattern stitch. The wound was so deep that it needed a surgical procedure and stitches.
Continuous.
Occurring or existing without a pause or interruption.
Examples:
Continuous improvement. A continuous row of warehouses. The heavy snow has been continuous since last morning.
Biography.
The story of a person's life written by someone else.
Examples:
Biography of an actor. Medical biography. This is a well-recorded biography.
Uncertain.
Not being sure of something, not being able to choose.
Examples:
Numerous uncertain factors. Take an uncertain attitude. She was uncertain about her friend's intentions.
Cling.
To hold on to something tightly, to be closely attached to someone or something.
Examples:
Cling on to power. Cling tightly to the skin. He clings to the hope that he will find a job soon.
Skeptical.
Doubting that something is accurate or useful.
Examples:
A skeptical attitude. Skeptical scientists. His religious and philosophical beliefs were utterly skeptical.
Behalf.
Represent, advantage, benefit, the interest of someone.
Examples:
On behalf of our management. On his own behalf. I gave witness on her behalf.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples:
A politician in the ruling party. A corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
Cult members. Cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Dynamic.
Having a lot of energy, ideas, and enthusiasm and a strong personality, of or relating to dynamics, equals the branch of physics and engineering concerned with the forces that cause motions of bodies.
Examples:
A dynamic market. Dynamic person. The sprinter has a dynamic way of running.
Impose.
To officially force a new law, tax, duty, etc. to be obeyed or received.
Examples:
Impose harsher sanctions. Impose tariffs. The problem with achievement tests is the narrowness they impose on students.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Heretical.
Departing from or opposite to accepted beliefs, standards, or principles of a particular religion.
Examples:
regard the view as heretical. Advocate a heretical doctrine. I made the heretical suggestion that it might be better to withdraw from the business.
Evil.
Profoundly immoral, cruel, and wicked, having or exerting a harmful effect on people.
Examples:
evil ways. A charm against evil. Corruption is an evil act for any reason.
Ruthlessly.
Without compassion or pity, mercilessly.
Examples:
ruthlessly efficient. Judge ruthlessly. He ruthlessly cut ties with anyone who crossed him.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Banish.
To send away or exile, especially permanently or as a punishment, to ban or prohibit.
Examples:
banish all terrors. Banish my wrinkles. The queen banished the traitor from the kingdom.
Medieval.
Relating to or belonging to the Middle Age, that is for the period of A.D. 600 to AD 1450.
Examples:
medieval times. Medieval history. Only the medieval tower remained standing.
Latter.
Situated nearer to the end of something than the beginning, recent.
Examples:
the latter part of the 20th century. The latter half of life. We plan to schedule the feature update for the latter 10 days of September.
Distinct.
Noticeable from something else of a similar type.
Examples:
distinct difference. Distinct from each other. It is essential to keep these two issues distinct.
Divine.
Of, from, or like a god, holy or sacred.
Examples:
divine intervention. Divine grace. The view from the mountaintop was truly divine.
Realm.
A domain of activity, interest, or knowledge.
Examples:
public realm. Beyond the realm of possibility. Her passions are in the realm of real-world political affairs.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Govern.
To legally control and direct a country, city, group of people, etc., and be responsible for introducing new laws, organizing and maintaining public services.
Examples:
a nation's right to govern. Govern a public enterprise. The regulations governing medical malpractice claims are rigorous.
Upset.
Causing or marked by anxiety, uneasiness, trouble, or grief. Verb, to make someone anxious, unhappy, or angry.
Examples:
get upset. Have an upset stomach. He was awfully upset by the news.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban formed the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Secular.
Not connected with religious or spiritual matters, worldly.
Examples:
secular trends. Normal secular life. The school was founded as a secular institution with no religious affiliations.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Undermine.
To make someone or something less powerful, less effective, weaker gradually, to make someone's fame, competence, or authority less effective or weaker gradually.
Examples:
undermine a good relationship. Undermine their adversary's reputation. They tried to undermine her position by slandering her.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event. The act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Racial.
Of or related to the race, equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples:
racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.